Hello everyone, me Phone here, and I'm Son of Beast. As you all know, that the season of the NBA is officially done for the year. Now it's time to step into the postseason and get started for the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. Who will be heading to the championship game of the conference, and in the NBA Finals? Find out once this game starts here in the first round. Let's get started on 2K Sports. Hello everyone, me Phone here, and welcome back to another NBA Playoffs. This is the last part of the game as we're about to be doing here for next day in game number 1 of day 2. Of game 4, that will be the next one coming up here later, but for game 3, it's about to be happening now. The Nuggets and the Wolves are back to do it again. Now the Wolves are at Target City, and Denver Nuggets are at Minnesota. So the next play of this matchup could be determined, as we may have to figure this one out. Who will get the next win? Will it be the Nuggets, or will it be the Timberwolves? Let's see what happens. Now standing by, we have his Son of Beast along with OJ. And for that one, I'll be back here for the halftime show and the post-game show. Guys, it's all yours. Enjoy your next game, folks, and stay tuned for tomorrow's game as we got the Clippers and the Suns, then the Boston Celtics at Heat, and across the other angle, we have another good matchups here, as for this one turns to be a 3-6 matchup of the Kings and the Warriors at, this one definitely the only place that you could never heard of, Chase Center. And the Knicks at the Garden, playing against the Cavaliers. I'll be back with the halftime show once again, and the postgame show. See you all later.
It's 6.
Alright, let's take a look at what the question is. In the last 20 years, how many NBA championships have won by the first seed? Is it 6, 8, 10, or 12? Leave your answers here on 2K TV, because you'll never know when this will come out. On to the game. A quick look at the inside of it in the locker room, as right now the Nuggets are ready to make a warm-up and ready for game number 3. And the Wolves too. Mike Conley is ready to take on. Great day here at Target Center as we're about to be seeing the Nuggets and the Wolves. Hi everybody, Son of Beast here along with OJ. This is the NBA Playoffs on 2K Sports. Right now with me and OJ on the sideline reporter we have is Ali LaForce. Here's Ali.
Well, Nikola Jokic has transformed his conditioning. He said, when I first started playing back in Serbia, I couldn't do a push-up. And when I came here, I was probably the worst conditioned player in the league. I lost a lot of weight and I feel much better. To be honest, I don't run faster, but I can play a lot longer. That's what matters. Brian?
It's all that matters here. Thank you, Ali. Oh, this matchup's going to be a lot of heavy man for the hit. I'm going to say that Mike Conley is definitely one of the better players here in the point guard position, but it looks like that Jamal Murray may have another one. I'm going to say that Rudy Gobert is definitely one of the best. They all loved him because after playing with the Jazz, his team was saying, this contract really has to give it to me. Because of Chris Finch, he was making a lot of great aggressive for me. Hopefully on that occasion, I can definitely try doing a lot much harder than I have. The ball sip and we are ready to go. Here the courtesy lineups fueled up, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Jamal Murray is on Mike Conley. And it's Porter Jr. on McDaniels. Aaron Gordon is on Karl Anthony Towns. Caldwell Pope is on Anthony Edwards. And Rudy Gobert on Nikola Jokic. What a block by Gobert! That's first block. Wow. Extension of the game. That's how you can get there. First shot missed here for Anthony Edwards. Now Porter Jr. will try to take a look at the offense run. After our last game in the regular season, they won against the Sacramento Kings. And now they're ready to push their way in the boundary to get in the game. I say that this was one, and the part of the game since season 3, they were out there just 1-by-1. I don't know what to tell you, but this is all what I can definitely say. With the games are keeping it alive and a momentum out there, and they were really that hard. They had nowhere else to be playing here, and you know, that's what because Carl Anthony Towns was reporting that Denver was a hard part of the team that they have ever beat against the Sacramento Kings. I never seen how well they done. And for this guy, Nikola Jokic, he was definitely doing really well. The first foul is called on Michael Porter Jr. as Rudy Gobert is at the free throw line shooting 2. First shot is off. Well, a little expected to be what happens already because of Rudy Gobert. He's going to have to try to fix it up again. And he makes the free throw. Here's Jokic. His team last effort with the game that he has ever made it to the Kia MVP of the game, and he was able to make this one once more. Doing as much as he can, that's for him. Especially when you know that Nikola Jokic, a better player, but he has definitely done it before since 2017. The shot for Porter Jr. is no good. Rebound by Gordon. That's good with the layup drive. The Aaron Gordon drive must have to give this one a layup a good credit run. McDaniels on Porter Jr. 3 for Edwards. He kicks it out of here as right now Nikola Jokic has his first rebound. He swings it off to Porter Jr. Right now he switches over to Jokic with a shot. It's tough right now as Rudy Gobert makes a rebound. Conley on Murray, passes to Towns. Gordon on it. Rebounded by Jokic. Jokic swings over to Porter Jr. 1 point lead for Denver. Jamal Murray outside. Shoots it over to the Cat. Rebounded by Jokic. Rejected. What a stop. And the foul puts up on McDaniels. Oh, that's a big order slam. And he's down on the floor. Aaron Gordon at the free throw line shooting 2. And they're trying to make the shots to go right from 2-pointers for Denver free throw percentage. He missed the first free throw. Well, we'll expect what Aaron Gordon can definitely do. Without playing the Magic, I think his team has gotten the better strength of him. I don't know what he's going to go for. But it's tough. Close call. He hits the second free throw. Here's Conley back the other way. He passes over to Edwards. Makes a pass over to Conley. Conley swings to McDaniels for 3. Off the rim and angle, and Jokic will have a second and 4th rebound of the game. Jokic swings to Murray. He dishes off to Porter Jr. Screen coming in for Gordon. Around McDaniels. Rebound by Gordon. 3 on the outside for Murray. That's off the target as Edwards takes his rebound. You know, they're shooting out of here, a little out of focus in between. It should not happen like that in the first place. I don't know what's the key with the sentence, but that was hard to maintain. Then Carl Anthony Towns makes a layup drive. Timeout call by Denver with 2:51 to go. They're just going with the tide. They're relieving it, and they're doing it. Right now, they'll talk things over a bit. As for Coach Mike Malone is the head coach for the Denver Nuggets. Yeah, you say about him because that's what he always had to do. Mike Malone was definitely one of the players that was out there for the head coach to maintain his goal. I could say this one, and more the key to the situation. They never really have nothing else to go with. Now I'll say to him, he's one of the toughest coaches that ever done for the most regular games of the season. Right now, I think a new record might be pulling in the hotline to go with the higher careers. I don't know what the number of statistics is going to be. Well, what's it going to be? Well, I think it might be 30 careers for Mike Malone, for the head coach here for the Denver Nuggets. You think so? Are you sure? Well, I was thinking of it. Maybe 10. Okay, that's a good number. I'll just say I'll give it a 10. You say 10? Man, I don't know what you're going to be expecting it. How much goal is it going to be? A lot of it harder. Going to more have to play harsher to go. That's definitely true. You know that. That's where that the career is. Nothing can you know about. Exactly. Here's Bryant, covered up by Rudy Gobert, and Bruce Brown's on the outside. Back to Green. Moves over Towns. The shot no good as Rudy Gobert takes a rebound. The fast break. Layup drive for Edwards. It's good. And Mike Conley with the assist. He's got more to bring up with the pass. Taking over is Brown and lost the ball. It's Towns with the assist, with the steal. Conley on Murray. Finds Anderson on the outside. Trying to get a piece of it. Anthony Edwards for three. A lost pointer. Put back in for Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert got a little take it back in there. And a little pushing down. That was a hard one to maintain. Here's Green on the outside. Gives it off to Carmel Pope. Off to Murray. Murray, a little shuffling, and now on Brown. 5 seconds to shoot. The shot is off. That one seems to be very hard, but I don't know what will happen. Conley makes a drive. And now they're up by 6. Murray with the ball. Gives it over to Brown, back to Green. She's over Carl, and Carl Anthony Towns receives his foul. That's his first personal, and their second team foul. Puts up for Minnesota.
Jeff Green, 2 shots.
Yeah, that drive, it looks like that was hard. Maintaining the goal, it's really impossible to really go with the step along the way. Another free throw coming up for Denver Nuggets. That's Jeff Green's at the free throw line shooting 2. Free throw misses the target. Now the new substitution is coming over as Austin Rivers will check into Edwards. And on the other side of it, Jordan Powell will check in for Mike Conley. And he makes the second free throw. That setup for Jeff Green was able to go with it on his own. That's the tricky one. If it's nothing occurs of what's going to happen, then he's going to have to try to go back with it and play it over again. And this is what happens. Nobody should be doing this. If they want to get the good free throws, just do it right. Everyone's got to make that one clear. Rudy Gobert trying to grab the claw. Rivers for the 2. Missed the shot. Green with the rebound. Bruce Brown on the other side. Gives it off to Green. He finds Murray. Step back over for the 2. And Rudy Gobert makes another rebound, another miss by Denver. They're shooting everywhere. They can't be losing it out there if they're going to try to hit the rebound. Here's Brown. Swings to Brant. Brant swing it over again to Green. Green over to Murray. With a step around, Gobert. Rudy Gobert making a good deep, but Brant has inbound with a rebound. Noel on the other hand. 10 seconds left for the first period. Pass to Towns. Green on him. Around him. Makes a drive. What a great speed move here from Karl Anthony Towns. That's a very hard one to try to maintain. Just do the best. Green shot. In and out. That's the end of the first quarter. 11-6. Great start for the Wolves. But the Nuggets may have a chance to try to go back with a tie or lead it. We'll be right back after this. And if you're just tuning in for the second quarter, we got a great start for those Timberwolves, 11-6. The keys are interesting, but they're really that tough. All they go for, they just got to make new changes. Well, to make new changes, they have to make one of their adoption. And you know, that seemed to be one of the best of the game, but he has really got to go for. And because you don't have any overall strength, you just don't have any open players, you just take your own. I mean, just go with never new changes again. Motion with aggression, and definitely making new changes here on offense. That's what they all have to go for. Good D by Porter Jr. And yeah, Porter Jr. really well. Doing well with this game, might be stepping into the next round. Reaching foul calls for Austin Rivers. That'll be his first personal. Their first team foul occurs for Minnesota. Bruce Brown is checked out as Reggie Jackson's checked in. And we got to look at the replay one more time for Karl Anthony Towns. Yeah, you could see the hand. He's blocking it right towards the Nikola Jokic. What a great defense. And a great rebound here for Aaron Gordon that was making that one a good drive. Trying to make that one a rebound and put back in. He's doing a lot of work and credit. I like this guy. Porter Jr. on Smith. 5 on a shot clock. Around Conley. And a putback rebound cannot be recovered for Jokic. Edwards scoops it in with a drive. That driving was a better layup to make that huge play. Anthony Edwards on a roll. And that was your Mobile One drive for Minnesota. Jokic right to Porter Jr. He gives it over to Jackson. 3 for Porter Jr. Good cash floater in as Michael Porter Jr. makes a switch. Have an answer back. Coming back down here. Smith on Conley. Gives it over to McDaniels. Gives a pass to Conley. And the layup scoops in for Conley. Makes that one a shot. And with another call, that will be Denver timeout with 4:38 to go. Seemingly they're just going to get this thing done. They're going to need to make a little switch up to make that game go an easy run. And with that one, it's 15-9. They're up by 6. All you can count for, Wolfpack gang in the house. I like the way Wolfpack. That's a better play than I really expected. They enjoyed it. Live on, team. The NBA playoffs on 2K Sports is brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Your moment that inspires. Mountain Dew. Do the do. And by your local, and by American Express. Don't live life without it. With a new substitution change on the offense and defense, they're looking for another way to get this one back in the count. They really have to say, because this is really that tough. All they could say was, they've got to make new changes. And a report from Allie LaForce, she definitely did talk to Mike Malone. It was a hard one that they had maintained. Every game that he has counted for was the shots that they were giving it out for. All the players, all the contacts, they just really got to get this thing done. Yeah, exactly, because that's what everyone really does. And you don't know what's going to happen. Every player along the way, they really have to start making some good contact feeds right towards the offense and defense. If you're looking for a player that's open, give it off to them. You're going to need to make a lot of changes out there if you're going to make this one count. Jokic, layup no good. Edwards brings over to McDaniels. McDaniels on Porter Jr. move around inside. Oh, he makes it done. Oh, what a play. Down and it goes. McDaniels, what a slam. Jokic swings off to Porter Jr. with a drive, and he's fouled. That will be Tyrese Prince, his first personal, and their second team foul occurs for Minnesota. Another free throw coming up on Michael Porter Jr. He's looking for at the free throw and says, I have no confident feelings if I can do this one again. Well, I have to say, because of Michael Porter Jr., he might have to do this one no credit shots again. It's hard though, but can't let that happen. That was all that they were going to have to keep it going for. Their free throw percentage coming up for the Denver Nuggets. Only 3:25 left to go. He hits the first free throw. Now new changes as right now Nikola Jokic is checked out. And Ninaji is checked in. Good on a double free throw for Michael Porter Jr. Michael Porter Jr. is doing an excellent work. The Timberwolves lead by 4. Here's Edwards over to McDaniels. Now he swings off to Edwards. Changing around a bit here on an offensive side. Go around him and foul calls on Nanaji. That's his first personal and the first team foul for Denver. 3:08 to go. Anthony Edwards at the free throw line shooting 2. Yeah, that tough one. Already been knocking things out. Gonna have to try to fix this one to get a better position of the angle. That's for Anthony Edwards that we're going to be trying to regain a group. Very hard to tell in between the action of a play screen. And definitely on the other occasion, the shots he's working on. The free throw sent in for Edwards. The harder one, the better player of the shot, gives that one a compliment for Edwards to maintain his goal. That's what the accomplished achievement that he has ever been facing it for a lot of teams. And Edwards takes both free throws at the free throw line. Denver trailing by 6. Smith looking for the open passes, now swings off to Jackson. Given a screen and Porter Jr., but decide to give it to him. Around McDaniels, good drive for Porter Jr. And right now Reggie Jackson has his first assist here in a part of a game in Game 3. That's what you could call that when you're a better driving angle. That's a very tough one to keep it going. Edwards swings to McDaniels. Up and alley-oop. Good throw, and Edwards making a layup in reverse. Scoop the drive. You just really got to give this one a credit. Jackson swings over to Porter Jr. Around him. That's off the target, and Reed has his rebound. Now McDaniels with 2:10 to go in his first half of the period. Gives it off again to Conley. With last game being called, they lost against the Los Angeles Lakers in the game in overtime in the play-in tournaments. They were really hard on the struggle because they all respected LeBron James. They were keeping it right on the focus of the line. They just got to keep it going. Jackson finds Porter Jr. 6 on the clock. Gordon for 2. Step inbound, no good, as McDaniels with a rebound. Down to 90 seconds left in the first half of the period. Edwards on the outside, covered up by Jackson. Looking over, Conley with a 3. It's holding by Jackson. Jackson with the first rebound of the game, and now Smith rolls it over to Jackson. Porter Jr. in the corner. Good throw, and he makes a 3-pointer. And Jackson with the assist. All you could say to Michael Porter Jr., He is like a killer on this game. He's coming right towards the line to end the first half. Minnesota calls timeout, and with only a minute and 2 seconds to go in the second period of the game. Coming up will be the halftime show, as Mifron will be standing by with the first half of the recap. We'll see how this one goes, and Ever Gaines out there, keeping right towards the line himself. You say that whenever players of Michael Porter Jr. with his career goal, Michael Porter with his father really was trying to keep him right in touch. That's a player within the school and respected for this game that has to maintain their way down towards the line. Because you can't be losing with the focus of the game. You gotta try to focus on your own. And with that player's in motion, they've got it all count. It's very tough. But whenever you're playing it, you've got to do it for real. Now new switches here coming along for Denver and Minnesota. Right now Rudy Gobert checks in for Reed. Also on the play as Karl Anthony Towns will be checking in for Tyrese Prince. Anderson, good drive around Caldwell Pope. That's a very player motion out there. Kyle Anderson, what a lucky credit. Murray over to Caldwell Pope. Swings back to Murray. Shoots over Powell. Getting a rebound is Brand. And now Green is moving back towards again to Caldwell Pope. Fades it, finds Murray. 4 on his clock. With the shot, it's off again, and it's Anderson with the rebound. They're missing too many of them. They really got to start stepping it up a little more and trying to go right back into the players. Towns misses the layup, and he goes out of bounds. That last touch is on Green with 17.3 seconds. Outside Anderson, right to Noel. Passes to Towns. Rolls around Green. Layup, no good. Rebound, put it back. And here comes Caldwell Pope. Will he get it? No, he will not. That's the end of the first half of the period. 23 for Minnesota and Denver for 18. And we will have time right now for Allie Force to go on the court side. Allie, it's all yours.
But what's the key to maintaining it or even increasing it going forward?
We don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Rob.
All right, Allie, thank you very much for your report. Halftime is on. Stay tuned for the third quarter. All right, Son of Beast, thank you so much. Right now, we got a lot of a close game inbounding. The Wolves and the Nuggets. We're ready to see that they've got a lot of points out there. Let's have a look what they did. Karl Anthony Towns was making a great drive in this possession of the game. Along with the other teams, let's have a look at the report for the Wolves. They were consciously playing here for the offense and were doing a lot of routine particularly. They're off to a good run, just giving up a great start. Denver Nuggets, seemingly they're just losing the pressure out of it, but not for Michael Porter Jr. He had it all with the great shots, eye on targets. Might have to keep this one right in the game to keep this one going. And hopefully by then, we'll see if the blocks carries on for Denver. If they get there, then they can. If they don't, well, gotta keep it going. And that's gonna wrap it up for the halftime show. Now we send you back over to Son and Beast and OJ at the Target Center. Go back right now. Time for the halftime show. Post-game show will be up after the final buzz horn. See you all later. Welcome back to Target Center. As right now we are starting the third quarter, it's a Timberwolves 23 and 18 for Denver. Michael Porter Jr. was a dominant crusher that was able to play with his team. The more the focus, the better of it. I like hearing that Michael Porter Jr. He was really conscious out there. I mean, his folks for the team was really keeping it good on the angle. I gotta say for Michael Porter Jr., he was really well at it. Well now, let's see if he can keep it going. Good try to start for the third quarter for Mike Conley. He's up with a good hand of a layup. That's like a Kyrie Irving move. You don't know what's it gonna be. An extension of the Mobile One Drive brought to you by Mobile One. Murray back to Gordon. Gordon around Cat. Almost got a piece of it, but great stop by Rudy Gobert. Yeah, Rudy Gobert was out there. It really looks like he was going to try to reject the ball, but really good heart of contact. No foul for him. Karl Anthony Towns showing his flexing, and he makes it with the layup drive. That was his good offensive ability. I like when Karl Anthony Towns gives him a good hype on his ability, bud. Roy Jr. right over to Jokic. Around Gobert, and he's fouled. As Rudy Gobert has his first personal. Never team foul calls for Minnesota, and Jokic at the free throw line shooting 2. There's nobody else out there. They're regretting that Jokic was trying to deflect it. Nobody else is saying that Jokic should have to be removed from the Nuggets and moved to another team. That's hard for the NBA contractors to make a new change. He can't be moving to other players. They all need to keep for him. Jokic lost a free throw with his ability score. And as you know, for regular season, he lost against the Washington Wizards here in overtime here at the DC. It was hard for Jokic to maintain his goal. Not for long, but he has a lot of free throws to take his own. Yeah, I remember everybody else was complaining that the Wizards never really caught on to make the playoffs here. But it seemed like it was a tough one to maintain a goal, and I try to roll down from the angle of this slide. Not so sure if they're going to keep this wing thing going, but, well, you may have to figure. Murray swings off to Jokic. Jokic swings to Murray. 3 for Porter Jr. Misses the rebound. Porter Jr. has it recovered, almost stolen away. Now swings to Jokic. Around Gobert, and a drive no good here for Jokic. Wolves adding another 3 for McDaniels. It's another miss by Minnesota. Well, Mini-Pack really has to try to keep it focused. All they can't do is just miss number 1 again. Here's Gordon. Around Karl Anthony Towns, the layup stop here by Towns. Oh, he's deflecting it. Gonna need to stop you down. And a foul called by Michael Porter Jr. That's the second personal. And their first team foul will occur on Denver with 4 minutes to go. The reaction from Michael Malone, he was right over it. You can't just let him go at that point. You gotta get in front of the player and then try to deflect it if you can. If you don't get over it. McDaniels at the free throw line shooting 2 with another free throw percentage for Minnesota. Free throw's good for McDaniels. Now for the new changes, Reed checks in for Rudy Gobert. And the free throw's good for McDaniels. Murray passes to Jokic. Pass to Porter Jr. Good open feed for Jokic. And Porter Jr. has 12 points in the game. Coming down by 10 for Denver. Conley swings off to Edwards. Passes to Reed. Moves around Jokic. And a rebound comes in for Porter Jr. Jokic pass to Murray. Around Conley, and a good basket here for Murray. And they're down by 8. Looking to good pass out to the feed for Jokic, and Murray with his finish. That's a roller right in the zone. Here's Conley back the other way. Passes to McDaniels. Edwards for the 2. Good shot, and it's another basket for Anthony Edwards. Tonight, he has 10. All of the season, the postseason, Anthony Edwards can lose the pressure out of here. Oh, Jamal Murray back-to-back scores, and Jokic with the assists. Murray's got 4 points. That's the second bucket of the night. Here's Conley back to Edwards. Back to Conley over to McDaniels. Porter Jr. watching him. Finds Conley in and downtown for Towns. And another miss here comes out for Karl Anthony Towns. Porter Jr. over to Gordon now finds Murray. Around Reed. Oh, he made a two-hand jam slam. That's very tough ones to find for Murray. I mean, in there, and you can slam it down. That's his third bucket for the game. Edwards finds Conley. Passes to Towns. For the elbow shot. Good. Another two-pointer for Karl Anthony Towns, and timeout call by Denver Nuggets. They're seemingly here. Why to do this one again? Because another offense is not picking up a good steam. They're looking like they're just going to get the win here in Game 3. So, we'll see how this one goes. Well, give it all you've got. No way to give this one a good credit score. New substitution coming in for Denver Nuggets. And Najee will be checking in for Nikola Jokic. All 5 players are checked out and all 5 players are checked in. Reggie Jackson moves over to point guard. And for the Wolves, they're doing the same thing as well, so without Reed. 4 players checked out, 4 players checked in. Tyrese Prince, Austin Rivers, Jordan Noel, and of course, Kyle Anderson. Oh, Anderson got a one-hand jam down. The jammer is going to keep on rising. I think the Wolfpack will be rising from the team to get in the game of the series. Jackson outside by Bruce Brown. Green on the outside. Rebounded the ball back. Now Bryant. Over back to Jackson. Tipped. Brant recovers it. 6 on the shot clock. Najee. Drive no good. Another miss for Denver Nuggets. And Tyrese Prince will take the finishing with a 2-point scooper. Up by 10. They're doing it again. Live and out. All the action just really said it can never stop it down. Jackson to Brown. With a layup. Scoops it in. Bruce Brown with his first bucket in the second half. There's so many points in paint as right now Denver has 20 and Minnesota has 30. I don't know what the percentage is of how well they make the shots in the paint, but they're doing a lot of it as they can. Yeah, you could say that because one of the players of the absolutes of their regaining position was hard on the flow. They really have to keep it up going. Green finds Najee. Around Anderson is good. Najee has his first bucket. Everyone's got a first bucket. And Jeff Green with the assist. Anderson's bounce passes to Prince. Now Noel on Jackson. With a shot. Layup. Off in a target angle, and it's Brant with the rebound. 10 seconds to go. 2-pointer for Brown. And target no good. Now Austin Rivers has one. With a drive. And no good here. The third quarter is ended off with a 39-33 run. We'll get the fourth quarter coming up after the break. Rise up. The Wolves are coming. And a moment now to reveal the assist of the game presented by State Farm. Yeah, you could definitely tell one of the good players on the offensive side, keeping the pass right over here to Rudy Gobert. And with that dunk, he had to finish it up with one hand. Thanks to Mike Conley, a special team returns from the Utah Jazz to the Wolves. And this is the fourth quarter. Hope you're enjoying us with tonight's game and tomorrow's matchup, as we will have another schedule coming up here for the NBA playoffs in 2K Sports. With the first line of a group, as we have the first one in town, as Cavaliers are facing against the Knicks at Madison Square Garden in game number 3. Following along with another Eastern Conference game, it will be the Heat and the Celtics. And on the other hand, for tonight's game, the Western Conference game, as we have the Clippers and the Suns at Crypto.com Arena. And finally, on the other hand of the site, we have is the Kings and the Warriors at Chase Center. In the Pacific Coast of the team, here's Conley. After a bad pass broken up, McDaniels for 3! And off the site. They're just shooting crazy everywhere from the three-pointers. No points were given. They really got to show up. Jamal Murray, excellent feed on the floater with a finishing drive. And now Murray has got 7. Jokic just got another assist in the game and presented to make that one clear. A great run. Murray has 8. And that was your mobile one drive for the Nuggets. Karl-Anthony Towns trying to watch from the paint, and 2-pointer. Aaron Gordon did not receive enough, and he wasn't able to keep the man on guard. Well, easy on this one because he was opening with the passes. He said he was looking and said, wait a minute, he lost it. And that play was just only the 2-pointer with the fadeaway. After a finishing drive here for Aaron Gordon, for Porter Jr., here's Conley. Gives it off to Cat. It's stolen by Gordon. And here we go on a fast break. Oh, almost ran a foul call. Porter Jr. ties the game up by 41. And because of the player in this one, that's Aaron Gordon and Jamal Murray over to Porter Jr. Edwards on Caldwell Pope. Passes to Conley, right over again to McDaniels on Porter Jr. Screen rejected. 2-pointer, no good. And Porter Jr. looking for the team to take the lead in game 3. All they can say now is, don't let it lose down, because they're all over you. Now swings to Aaron Gordon. With the lead, rebound, takeaway, good from Jokic, makes that one and lead with the bucket, a 10-2 run, and the last 2:27 per minute of the game in fourth quarter. Timeout called by Minnesota. 3:24 left to go. It's a 2-point lead for Denver. All the play challenges we're seeing in and out. You can't stop us now because they're just keeping it going and they're just passing it everywhere on the court. Some changes for Denver and for Minnesota, as they will be switching to play. And then a report for Allie LaForce. She did talk to the head coach from the Wolves. It is Chris Flitch. His team was getting aggressive, but it all does count on. Game 3 is never going to slow you down. So all you get the game, you got to get this one right on the credit line to give a runoff score. And this was really tough because everyone noticing that their old players are just turning out to be influencing inbound. Chris Flitch, however, making a game where his first season, and probably the second season, he might have to maintain his goal to try to help the team out. They don't want anybody to make that one an open focus on the inside, because of that one, that's going to be a hard one to take it inbound. All they have to do is watch the man. Man-to-man is the option. Aaron Gordon, sweeping and driving the layup, no good. And a great defense on Karl-Anthony Towns. Yeah, only 3-pointers was making. That was out to the free throw line. Conley spins the move. Up with the shot. Takes it back. Shoots. Oh no, they couldn't get the tie game up. He lost the buzzer bucket. Porter Jr. on Gordon. Gordon, space to Porter Jr. Passes right over to Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Cardwell Pope for 3. Last touch by Rudy Gobert, and Denver will still have the possession. With 2:14 left to go, it's 43-41. Now Jokic. Passes over to Murray. From the elbow. Blocked up by Rudy Gobert. What a stop made. And Mike Conley saw that. That's what he does. He makes that shot easy. And he refuses to reject it. Oh wow. Rudy Gobert on Jamal Murray. What a stop. That's what you call it. Never messing with a defender that really has to do it with another play inbound. Murray for 3. Gets to the goal in a 3-point corner range. Right now the extension is up by 5. Anthony Edwards trying to get the team back up by 2. Move around towards the player. And good shot range for Cardwell Pope. They're down by 3. Anthony Edwards receiving 12 points of the game. Just only 56% with the field goal range. Junior on the outside, back by Gordon. Around Carl, and he's fouled. That's his second personal, and their first team foul occurs for Minnesota. Oh, the fans are not really that happy, of course. They just like the call because of Aaron Gordon is making another drive in the paint. Another free throw percentage coming up for Denver Nuggets with only 1:40 to go. 46-43 is your score in the fourth quarter. He missed the first free throw. Other teams are wanting to go louder on that point. It looks like that Aaron Gordon's in trouble. He's going to have a nightmare to get that free throw. And great coaching here for Jamal Murray. He's helping him just shoot around the arc. Just get a better range. And he misses the second free throw. They're about to tie this game up. Looks like they're going for it. Oh! Anthony Edwards! What a dunk on Cardwell Pope! Are you serious? That Anthony Edwards drive was like, wow! That was like a better play of this game because I'm going to slam it. Here I come. And that was an ultimate courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. What a play for Edwards. They're down by 1. Porter Jr. over McDaniels. Good shot range from the corner. And Porter Jr. receiving 18 points and Jamal Murray with the assist. Here's Edwards. Trying to make an attack run going into paint. Move around Cardwell Pope. Sure, good. Anthony Edwards rolling back towards, down to 2-point lead over Michael Porter Jr. Almost lost the ball. Michael Porter Jr. has it over to Cardwell Pope. Murray on the outside for 3. It's holding by Rudy Gobert. They have a chance now to take the lead. Conley on the outside, in a drive, and it's good! Mike Conley back in the lead. Now he has 8 points behind Jamal Murray. The score's about it, and you're never going to see what they are going to do. They're going to need to give this one a good looking open foot for the 2-point. And it's stolen by McDaniels. Trying to watch the play. Edwards. Oh, over them! Anthony Edwards receiving a dunk. And that's another part of the game you never seen it coming. That was all that Edwards done it. Murray to tie it. Good! What a play for Jamal Murray, and they tie the game up by 51. Timeout call by Minnesota with 18.9 seconds. They're back to be the French run. The number 1 seed, they're trying to upset the scores here on number 8 seed. They just really could not believe it, what they're going to need to keep it going for. They really have to show things off, like the moment they could trust. The NBA playoffs in 2K Sports is brought to you by American Express. Don't live life without it. State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or get a free quote now at 1-800-STATE-FARM. And by AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, and secure. And we have some time right now to present the New Balance Player of the Game. And the Player of the Game goes to Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray, always playing in the point guard position. Whenever play comes out with the right moment, that's what the players always get. That's because of Jamal Murray. He was able to make his career goals to make that good fast break points. They all received it. They just enjoyed it. The score is tied 51, and Anthony Edwards is on Caldwell Pope, looking to range to watch the clock run down, and Towns gets it to go. Second to last timeout called by Denver Nuggets with only 10.9 seconds. They're all receiving it, a lot of defensive breakdown. They need to start focusing on their attention. Crunch, the mascot, looking for a team to try to hustle its way right towards to win the game in the fourth quarter. They're really seemingly that whatever game they were seemingly that they were just trying to give it a t-shirt with a toss. I think they're roaring for proud, and the Wolfpack team must get a win. They really are losing their streak, and I don't know what to tell you this. They're going to need to get this one and keep it going. Right now, both teams have one timeout. The next shot goes in. We'll call the Minnesota Wolves with their final timeout. We're in right to Jamal Murray. Down the wire. Gordon take the three. Missed it. And Jokic will have to try to pick a personal foul with 2.2 seconds and a last timeout called by Minnesota. They're down by one. All the team they really have to start paying attention on. They have nowhere else to go. That's because it could be the end, and now the Wolves are going to get in the game.
Wolves fans, you love them, here they are, your Minnesota Timberwolves dancers.
Now the play comes inbound with 2.2 seconds. With the foul call on Jamal Murray, they will now get the free throw percentage to get to the free throw line, shooting 2. And Mike Conley roaring to get the fans loud. Yeah, that's because everybody is saying the Minnesota Wolves are on the game. Conley takes his rebound, now takes a dribble with the shot. He makes the first one in. The next one will be the it. And that will be the last one for Mike Conley to take off with the win. And he hits the second. Mike Malone will use his final timeout with 1.3 seconds of the game. And they're going to see what they can do to try to pull it back in the game. Well, nobody has it all down because everybody was saying that they were keeping it going out there with a better game of possession. It's the longest game of the event. Everyone really has to turn out. But this was a hard one to maintain, and pressure never stands the shot. For tomorrow's game and coverage, coming up will be the Knicks and the Cavaliers at the Garden. Following along with the next game will be the Heat and the Celtics here at the Kamikaze Arena. And on the other side, for the Western Conference for tonight's game, we will have the next matchup in the California section of the showdown of the Suns and the Clippers at Crypto.com Arena and the Kings at Golden State in San Francisco. to face against the Warriors at Chase Center. So keep tuning in, and there'll be more underway on Son of Beast. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. If you don't, somebody will. Yeah, you better do this one now, because we have more coverage coming up in just a bit. Decision starts now. Will Denver take the 3 and get a close one in range? Because this is all they have. No possession make. That'll be it for them. Junior for 3 and misses. So that's it. The Minnesota Wolves are on the board in the series. 55-51 is your final score of the game. Yeah, everyone's in disappointment for the Nuggets. The Wolves are ready to come into Game 4. Right now, we have a reporter right now to send you over to Allie LaForce. Hey, Allie.
With Karl Anthony Towns, Karl, congratulations on the victory. What was key in getting the win here tonight?
We played like we wanted them all. We came out here and we just did a lot of great defensive stops. It wasn't offensive, it was more defensive. We did a great job. We got those 50-50 balls, put us in a nice position.
We can see and feel that desperation. Congrats on the win.
All right, Allie, thank you very much. And that's going to wrap it up. For Son of Beast and OJ, this has been a presentation of the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. Now tuning in, we have his meat phone closing in for the post-game show. Good night, everyone. Son of Beast and OJ, thank you guys so much. And for the final of this game, the Wolves are ready to put the Game 4 and tie the series up. Hopefully they can try to make this game come to a successful run of the night. Here's how they did with the total statistics here. As right now, Denver Nuggets only received 36% of the free pointers ability score. Free throws were 88% for the Minnesota Wolves, along with 49 field goals percentage for the Wolves. Fast break points and points in paint was 12 and 42. That's for Minnesota, that were obtaining to be one of the successful games that they have ever faced, from the real games to the 2K games. And second chance points was 9 for Denver Nuggets. Pinch points, very tough one to keep this game going, with assist, offense, and defensive rebound was 5 for the Minnesota Wolves. Offensive right now was 18, 17, 9 across the way. That's for Denver Nuggets, that were keeping it right in ahead. 3 blocks, great job for Rudy Gobert. And for this time, the Cat, wow. They were just trying to make the Cat go with the revenge on the Nuggets. Trying to claw it out of here, said, no more. I'm going to get this over and get it done. Now, I mean, that's for him for tonight. He's making a great wins here for the Wolves with a great stop, with only just a couple turnovers here with points off the board. Off the board, I should say. Team fouls were given up here for Denver, and dunks were 5 performance, and the biggest lead was 12. And time possession was 13:02. Now, it's time for your 3-star players of the game. First up right now, as we start over, we get this one first started. Let's get this thing off to a good run. And for this one, we give this thing off to one of our players that were given off the run. Jamal Murray, 14 points, 1 assist, and a steal. And that's your New Balance player of the game. Really well done for him. Could have tried better, but hopefully on that occasion, he'll do more just like he did. And with Jokic, he has 5 assists, 10 rebounds, and 7 points. Not enough to make the 3-pointer in the start of the game. On now to number 2. We have Michael Porter Jr., receiving 18 points, 5 rebounds, and only made just a couple of the shots in between. A couple 3-pointers, and the field goal percentage was 7 out of 12. Performance was 18. Good job for Porter Jr. Hopefully he can try to stick the run up if he makes another points in to lead the scores in Game 4. And for your number 1 player to star, guess what? This all has to mean, said Anthony Edwards is definitely a legend and made a win. 18 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. 2 dunks were performed, and 24 performance run was a killer. Awesome job for Edwards, and they just dominate the crusher out of here. So that's it for the last game of the season, for postseason of Game 3. That's for Day 1. Stay tuned, as we will have the second game coming up for tomorrow night. That will be the Suns and the Clippers at Crypto.com Arena, following along with the Kings and the Warriors at Chase Center. And yep, there will be a couple players that will be commentating for now. But as with being said, this has been a presentation of the NBA playoffs. I'll see you all again next time. And along with the Eastern Conference games, we got the Celtics and the Heat in Miami. And the Knicks at the Garden facing against Cleveland Cavaliers. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you all next time for the next game of the season. Make sure to subscribe to Son of Beast. Once again, you can follow him on his social media too. Discord coming out soon. Peace out everyone for a while as the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports Style. Thank you all for tuning in, and have a great night. Take care, everyone.
If you don't, somebody will.